Hello, everybody, and welcome to another day of Today in Quarantine. I'm your host, Renee Cross, and it's good to be back on day 35, episode 35 of Quarantine. Um, so it's been 5 weeks officially. It's just interesting. I think every time I do this, I give like a counting update as to what's going on, as if you couldn't count yourselves. But I like numbers, so I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Today in quarantine, a couple things have happened. One, I lost my watch, or not I lost my watch, but my watch stopped working. So, as if I didn't have a sense of time before, um, because everything's just kind of blurring together as if that wasn't happening before. Now I really have no idea what time it is. I have a Google Home Mini, and so occasionally I ask it, "What time is it?" Or I'm like looking for my phone, wondering what time it is. But it's just very strange. I keep looking down at my watch and or my wrist, and there's nothing there except for this wicked tan line. It's pretty bad, so you don't have to look at that for very long. But yeah, time is of the essence, and there is none of it right now, which is something that I've definitely been thinking about a lot for the last 24 hours or so. Is what is time? Like, you know, obviously, right now, for a lot of us, we don't have a concept of time. Everything just seems to be blurring into each other. I've had to ask myself several times this week, what day is it? Um, you know, oh man, it's already 4 o'clock. Oh man, that's crazy. Oh, it's Thursday. That means it's basically the end of the week. Oh, okay. There's no sense of time because everything is just blurring together. I eat here, I sleep here, I work here. There's no clear cut line as to what time is. So, what's been your experience with time during this quarantine time? Let me know in the comments um, as to what your experience is with time because like I said, for me right now, it's very, very strange. Um, with actually not knowing what time it is now and not knowing, you know, the day, the month. I mean, it's the end of April almost. One of the things that we've been discussing in our PLC groups is that, um, we've got basically 2.5 weeks left until the end of the school year. What? When did that happen? January took forever. February was forever ago. And now it's the end of April, basically. Next week, Thursday is May 1st, I believe. Yeah, May 1st. I was looking up to see if I have a calendar. I don't have a calendar, so really, I don't even know what time is here and now. Yeah, so it's been a very interesting journey to figure out time and how to spend it. I find myself at the end of the week saying to myself, "All right, what am I going to do next week for my classes?" And I'm like, well, oh, it's the end of the week. Now I needed to have, where did the time go? I needed to have this figured out a while ago. So that can be awkward at times, but um, still figuring that out, and that's okay. That's okay. Um, yeah, but just where does the time go? How does it go? What's happening with it? Time flies. Oh, time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like banana. True story. Um, yeah. Next Friday is May 1st. Is it 30 days? Today is the 23rd. Yeah. So next week Friday is May 1st. Next week Friday is May 1st. That's true. Um, yeah. So there's my little spiel on time. Also today in quarantine, cut up another melon, a watermelon. Its time had not quite come yet. They should have left it to ripen a little bit more. It was sweet, but it was kind of like too crunchy. Not the type of melon that like drips down your face. But then again, it's not summer yet, and I need to be patient about that. But if you know me, you know that I love a good watermelon, just like the type that you like stuff your face into, and just like there's watermelon juice everywhere down your face. It's on your shirt. You don't want to wear a white shirt when you're eating a watermelon because it's just going to be everywhere. This watermelon wasn't quite it, but it was still pretty sweet, pretty good. I did not eat it like I've done with cantaloupe these past couple of weeks, all one at a time, but I am going to eat it soon, or finish it soon, because there's no keeping my hands off of it. Let's see, what else have I done in quarantine today? I figured out, if you don't know, there is a way to find out who's been in your Zoom chat. So if you have a lot of people who've been popping in and out of Zoom chats, and you're not sure, or you can't remember who all exactly was in your Zoom chat, you can actually go into settings and find a record of people who were in your Zoom chat. So check that out if you haven't. If you want the link to the description, let me know. It's one of the things I figured out how to do today. It was a lovely discovery, thanks to Google and lots of other resources. But very useful discovery, very awesome. So yeah, that's kind of been my day, just figuring it out. It's kind of been a slow day. I mean, all the days really have been slow, but it just seems like time is like molasses today. It's just like dragging on, and then at the end of the day, like I said, time. Can't live with it. Can't live without it. Actually, I feel like time. So time itself is not a social construct, but the day is not necessarily a social construct, but it kind of is. Because if you go back to the Bible and we think about the day, right at the very beginning, God's like, the day is from sunset to sunset. But then we were like, no. So we started thinking about these things called hours and minutes and seconds. And really, when did we agree on this? When did we agree that 60 seconds makes a minute? And more than that, when did we agree that 1 second is like that much time? Who came up with that? And why is it so common all around the world? Also, I know that for one thing, the calendar is different in a lot of different places. But yeah, who decided that we do a 31-week month, and why is it carried on for so long? Why hasn't it changed in the past 1,000 years or so? That seems about right. Yeah, about 1,000 years, maybe 2,000 years since the calendar's been what it is, the English calendar, the Western calendar. So yeah, more things about time, because what a crazy thing that is. And the month is loosely based around the moon schedule, but do we actually follow that? Not in the Western world, not at all. The year? What is time? We're making up things as we go, or sticking with things that people have told us from a long time ago. So if you have any information on what time is and how we've come about to these arbitrary numbers, please let me know. I'll probably do some research on that as well. But that's enough about time. I need to get that out of my mind, or else I'll be thinking about it for a very long time. Today in Lincoln, it's another beautiful day. The sun is shining as I look out the window at my neighbor's brick wall. The sun is shining, cloudy, it's slightly cloudy, but really nice day. I sat outside for lunch today. Really nice day. It's good time. But it's just warm. It's probably about 80 degrees, maybe. I thought it was going to be a thunderstorm today, but apparently not. Maybe it'll be later. You never know. Today's dad jokes. I have a couple more that some of my students have submitted this week, and like I said, these jokes are actually pretty good. I've got to give it to them. They are doing really great things with these jokes. Let me just pull up this real quick. The first one that somebody said today was, how do you make a band stand? You take away their chairs. That one was pretty funny. It made me chortle. Hey, what's better than Ted dancing? Ted singing and dancing. And the last one that's been submitted today. Why didn't Handel go shopping? Because he was Baroque. If you heard my cat, I think he agreed with that as well. Yeah. So, definitely have enjoyed kind of hearing from my students with those as well. I've also asked my students what's something exciting that's happened in your life, and I've gotten some pretty cool answers. One student had played had a 7 game winning streak of Monopoly. How did they play Monopoly 7 times in a row? That seems ridiculous. Another student um, dislocated their knees while roller skating, I think, is what they said. So, yeah, students are doing some cool things out here. Very cool things. My mom says God gave us time to help us manage our lives, which is true. Definitely true. But pretty much the only time, you know, measurement that he gave us was the sunset to sunset thing, and then we just kind of came up with everything in the middle. Um, so I just want to know who and why, they decided to do these different numbers. 60 minutes, 60 seconds. Why do we have, and why is time something that we measure pretty much universally the same way, whereas something like length and width and height is measured in feet here in the United States and meters in Europe? Why do we have different conversion? Why do we have who decided this? I think is my real question. Who decided this? Who decided that there's going to be a 24-hour day um, with 60 minutes in each hour, with 60 seconds in each minute? And here I am talking about time again. You'd think I was cooking the way I'm talking about time so much. But yeah, that's all for today. I won't take up too much more of your time. But today, just wanted to, stop in, talk about something that's been on my mind kind of all day, and give a couple jokes for you to carry on, pass to other people, make them smile, and then, yeah, just kind of peace out. It is Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday, so the weekend. Can't wait to travel from my bedroom to my living room this weekend, perhaps even to my backyard for an exotic vacation. So we'll see how that goes, how much time I'll spend doing that. Everybody, have a great evening. Have a great day. Spend some time with people that you're quarantined with. Don't ignore them the whole time. And yeah, just get to know somebody. Spend some time calling somebody. Yeah. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you next time.